How's it going, everyone, and welcome to Alaska. If you guys are visiting Alaska or Anchorage in general, this video here I'm gonna explain or tell you guys some transportation modes or how to get around here in Alaska or Anchorage. So if you're visiting Anchorage, Alaska, there's multiple transportation that's available for you guys to do. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with the car rental. Car rentals are available, but if you guys are coming to Alaska, I highly recommend you guys plan to book ahead of time, because most of the time during the busy season, the tourist season, if you land in Anchorage and you walk to the rental car place, they might be fully booked and you might not get a car. So make sure you check out the car rental and make sure you book online. The next thing we have available is taxis. It's very common to have taxis. You guys all know that. So taxis, various taxi companies are available in Anchorage and some of the other big cities, Fairbanks, Wasilla, etc., etc. We all know the taxi scam, or I wouldn't call it a taxi scam, but it's just one of the things that they take advantage of you guys. If you guys travel downstate, Las Vegas, California, you guys all know that they do this. So if you're new to an area and they know that you're new to Alaska, they're just gonna take you the long way. So I highly recommend you guys, if you're, let's say you land at the airport and you need to get to your hotel in downtown, make sure you guys pull up the Google Maps and just see how long it is, because if they take like a 30-minute trip, which is usually no more than 10 minutes, then they're just going the long way to get the most bang for the ride. So make sure you guys do that. And it's very common. It happens in Alaska. It happens everywhere you go. That's why when you see taxi drivers, they always ask you this: is this your first time visiting here? And if you say yes, then they know that you have no clue where you're at. So make sure you guys check that out. Taxis, they are expensive, or they are one of the most expensive one. The next thing on the list is we have Uber and Lyft. You guys all know what Uber and Lyft is. You can just order or Lyft if you wanted to. That is available in Anchorage and some other cities like Fairbanks and stuff like that. But then there are some cities, some town cities that don't have Uber and Lyft, but for the most part, Anchorage and the bigger cities do have Uber and Lyft. So make sure you guys download the app if you guys are just looking for a quick ride, or if you guys just gonna be in the city for one day, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to rent a car, you can check that out. The rates are fairly reasonable. I know for the rates in Alaska, I think they are more expensive versus like Uber and Lyft in downstates and stuff like that. The other one we have available is called Toro, T-U-R-O. It's an app. Toro is just like Airbnb, where locals rent out their vehicles. So if you download that app, you can rent a vehicle from someone who's local, and usually those rates are much more cheaper compared to rental cars. So if you can't find a rental car, then you can check Toro. So make sure you guys check that out. You can talk to the owner, do deals, and just have special requests, anything like that. So make sure you guys check out Toro app. They are available here in Anchorage and also in Fairbanks and maybe some other cities. So make sure you guys download the app and just punch in the destination or the location of where you're at. If you're in Anchorage, Alaska, we do have one public transportation, which is the bus station, the People Mover. Now what the People Mover is, you can get pretty much anywhere in Anchorage, Alaska. It goes all around town and stuff like that. I highly recommend you guys download the app. They do have an app now where you can download the app. You can pay for your fares, your fare rides, your weekly pass or day pass. So they have one-time pass where you can just hop on the bus, get from point A to point B, and I think it's like $1 or something like that. Or you can get like a day pass, or you can get like a weekly pass / monthly pass, whatever the case may be. And you can also check out all the schedules on their website or their app. So you guys can definitely check that out. Now we all know bus station, they're nice, they're cheap, and sometimes they're very time consuming. So if you're not in a rush and you have all the time in the world and you want to wait for the bus, you're more than welcome to. So you can take the bus if you want to. Me, I just personally don't like the bus because I want to get from point A to point B and the time that I want to be. Those are some of the transportation available in Anchorage / Alaska. And then our bonus one is our special one. If you're a person who's visiting Alaska and you want to do something special with a family member, friends, there are other companies that do rental and they cater towards special things. There's companies that rent motorhomes, RVs. There's companies that rent overland rigs like like those van life rigs and just off-road kind of stuff, where if you want to go and really explore Alaska, there's lots of companies that do that in Anchorage, Alaska, for sure. I know there's RV rentals, there's camper van rentals, and some off-road overlanding rentals. So make sure you guys do your research on that. And also, if you guys like to ride motorcycles like me, and you guys are just visiting Anchorage but you want to get on a bike, there is a place in Anchorage called MotoQuest, and they rent out motorcycle. Usually they have dual sport, and usually they have some cruiser slash Harley style, so you guys can check those out if you guys are interested in getting to Alaska and going on a bike ride or a motorcycle ride. Those are some of the rental slash transportation available here in Alaska if you guys are visiting. I hope you guys have a great time while you're here, and make sure just do your research, book ahead of time. I highly recommend everyone book ahead of time. Please don't come to Anchorage or Alaska during the summertime and expect to find a rental car available, because most of the time they get booked pretty fast, and same thing goes for hotels and stuff like that. So just make sure when you're visiting or you're planning to visit, just do your research, book ahead of time, and get that reservation in, so when you come to Alaska you don't have to worry about anything. And bus station and Uber and Lyft and taxi cab, you don't have to book ahead of time. You can just come here and just get on the go and find whatever's available for you. I hope you guys find this video enjoyable and helpful. If you guys got any questions, leave in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys out there. Bye bye.